How's it going? Just playing a little more Azorius control here. Got to six, 11. Yeah. So hitting him for 16 here. He's back. Actually, we got to absorb, so we have 2 more blockers that he doesn't even know about. This is lethal, so he has to block. Down to 2. Just gonna hope to absorb for any spell. Just to gain life and can create 2 more blockers. And it's pretty much in the bank. Yeah, do I really care about that? I mean, I guess I do because I want to just create 2 more blockers when I have an opportunity, so and it prevents him from even doing that, plus we gain life. I mean, it pretty much assures our victory. There's no way he can block all this next turn. And we have enough blockers to hold him back from damaging us. And we're still gaining life every time he plays a creature. 2 life, that is. This deck is, solely built for best of 1. Do not care. Alright, let's keep on playing. You go first. Okay, alright. It's not my favorite starting hand, especially because we're playing as elves. But it'll work. Get Narset out next turn, look for board wipe. I mean, we're... I mean, I could seal it away, should I? I guess so. It's just gonna do it. Slows down the mana, slows down the damage. We're not exactly in the best situation for that, so let's try to search for something here. Baffling End is good. gonna swing at Narset, which is fine. Elves is always a tough matchup. Okay, well at least he's not attack. Oh, well there you go. If you want to steal away, next question is, what do we do here? Yeah, 'cause we have lots of removal, which is awesome. Can't play Doomskar this turn. Can't play a land this turn. Because all of our lands are crap. So we're just gonna set up the Doomskar, yeah? Because we're gonna take what? 5, 8, 10? 10 is not great. We can Doomskar next turn and hold up a seal away. Or we could Baffling End now and reduce the damage. Let's just Baffling End and reduce the damage. Reducing the damage is good. To 5, get some more turns. We can still Doomskar next turn if their board is huge, which it already is getting pretty big, so let's just see. Yeah, I think we're about to just Doomskar here. Because he's just... What does that do again? Oh, okay, just revealing a creature card. Yeah, he's going to play a Shepherd, we're just going to Doomskar next turn. I know what you're doing, yeah. He's going to hit us for what, 6, 5, 7? Something like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, thank God that I got a land, because I totally forgot that I needed a land. See ya! Alright, now we got the seal away, we got Teferi, so we're just going to play Teferi, tap out into seal away, protect Teferi with seal away. Elves is actually a really bad matchup. It's like 50-50. It's not my favorite matchup, and it's extremely annoying to play against. I think this is where we turn the corner. But I have kind of designed this deck to beat elves, that's why I have the 2 authorities. 2 authorities are pretty necessary. That's fine, we got a Wrath, so we're fine with that. I mean, if he hits me for 1 here, I really don't care. He doesn't have enough to make it a 5/5. So save the seal away for later. Just gonna draw Irrigated Farmland instead. Because we will Wrath, hold up the seal away, yeah. What does this do? Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of that thing. I think we're going to start Vantressing here next turn. But we're now in a pretty comfortable position. Okay, so we play yeah, there's not much you could do here. Honestly, this matchup is, like I said, it's not very good, but we did add in some things to deal with that in best of 1, because it is probably the deck I play more than any other deck against, which is really annoying because it's a no talent ass clown deck that people play all the time. But believe it or not, Authority helps somewhat in that deck, just to give you a little bit of life, and they didn't really attack me too much in that matchup. They were kind of sitting back, but Honestly, my best weapons are these low things, these low spot removal and authority. Having the seal away has been really nice because it pairs so well with authority, as well as just protecting myself and Teferi depending on the situation. The 5 board wipes are obviously a must to be able to beat decks like that consistently. 4 is nice, but you're not going to run into it every game. And also just being able to Doomskar or foretell it on turn 2 is super important in that matchup. Sometimes they just get the nuts and you're just trying to survive. And if you're not able to board wipe on turn 3, you lose. And that's honestly a lot of decks. You could do 4 Wraths or whatever, the Day of Judgment, 2 and 2 with something like a Mind Stone, or something where you get mana earlier on so that you can still Wrath on turn 3. But I just prefer to do it this way. Also, it's just really nice. Again, I've said this many times in my videos. This card is so good, like later in the game you just wrap for free and then you hold up and absorb if you have 6 mana, or if you have Teferi, it's so much easier to hold up something if you draw a Doomskar, or it just gives you much more mana, and you want to be able to hold up as much mana as possible later in the game. And then we have Dream Trawler as a finisher in a way that gain life, absorbs. We went up to 3 absorbs, just because best of 1 you really need to have as much life gain as possible. And I mean, honestly, this list's been working great since I made those changes. I think the biggest changes I made were just having 5 spot removal. I had originally only had 3. That's just not enough in best of 1. You need to have 4 or 5. And I think some people you can get by with 4 wraths, but I think that's more for best of 3. Best of 1 you really need 5. But yeah, it's been working really well. Just playing this deck with Tomany Infinite. It is a super fun card to do fun things with. What does that even do? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. On the top of your card, your library. Draw a card. Okay. Well, let's just do this. I'm gonna hold up Absorb for right now. It's so much fun just playing these random cards. Yeah, I definitely want that. I don't want this. I think I want. Oh, I have to do it that way. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna get that going next turn. May shuffle. Decline. I'm taking my fairy. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna pull up Absorb in case he has a burn spell, which he probably does. 6 mana, yeah. But this deck is fun. I like playing it because it's fun. I definitely think it's good. Just the typical arena type issues of matchup nonsense. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Arena loves to do those. That's the issues. Mainly Arena is the issue, as usual, per usual. This deck's awesome though. It's fun. That Tomany Infinite card's really fun. Just getting those random cards. Sort of the Plowshares and stuff like that. Let's look at the list. My lists are tailored for best of 1, so I have 2 authority. As you can see, it was doing work there. Portable Hole. I think I'm actually going to take this out, maybe. I don't know. I have 5 removals. I guess it's fine. And 2 Seal Away works really well with authority. 3 Censors for just early game counter without memory lapse now, and then just a way to draw cards. Search, just to search things. And then we have Deluge and Narset, which give us card advantage. Deluge is really awesome. I like having Search though still, because even in the late game, just having the Search, it basically gives you a Deluge every turn, so, or Narset every turn. So I mean, it's an amazing way to find what I'm looking for. This card, like I said, is just a lot of fun. You can see you can get this Sword of the Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, all sorts of fun stuff. Sword of the Plowshare should not be banned. It should be allowed in Historic with all the other nonsense that's in this meta right now. 4 Charm, 3 Absorb, so 10 counterspells total. 6 different ways to gain life with best of 1. You know, you get these active matchups. Doomskar is really good in best of 1 because you want to, put it down on turn 2 if you're in an aggro match. 2 Wrath. So 5 removal spells with the 2 Portable Hole, 1 Baffling End, 2 Sail Away, and then 5 board wipes. 3 Teferi, just because it's expensive, but I have it in the sideboard if I was to ever have time to play best of 3. 3 Typhoon, and 1 Trawler. I use the Trawler for the lifelink, and just it's a really fun card. 3 Typhoon, most of the time I actually try to hardcast Shark Typhoon. Just the style of play I have. I do it more often than not, but obviously for drawing cards and cycling. So we have a lot of ways to draw cards and gain card advantage. We have a lot of ways to gain life, a lot of ways to remove creatures, and 10 counter spells. So overall, it's pretty balanced. Sideboard, like I said, I don't really play best of 3, but just a lot of counter spells in the sideboard. Bringing in Teferi, Dovin's Veto, Test of Talents, Fiscal Dispute, even another Absorb, Rest in Peace and Grafdigger's Cage for Graveyard Hate, Fateful Absence for Planeswalkers. That's another way to deal with them. But yeah, that's it. It's a fun one. And then we have 1 Hallstorm Giants, 2 Ardenvale, just because Ardenvale's just really good early, especially in best of 1, which is what I usually play. So that's the list. So I made a couple little changes here. I think I took out the tome. The tome was fun, but it's just a little inconsistent. You just kind of get random cards, which makes it fun. But I just added another Deluge because Deluge is just amazing, and you can pretty much, it's another win condition just to pick out the cards you want, essentially. It's almost just like a quicker search for a Azcanta early in the game. Just getting 2 cards is so good. And then just to be able to do it again a few turns later. I don't know, it's just awesome. So this, just try them out real quick. Alrighty, so pretty decent starting hand. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. Let's see what we're up against here. Just hold up the Censor. Yeah, that could go there. Yeah. We didn't like that. We did not like that. I mean, there was a good chance we were going to win that anyways. And then the board wipe, we had Narset. We had Teferi. Good opening hand. This is also a wonderful opening hand. Wish we had one more non-tapped land though. Red. So we do have to look for the board wipe. I really don't want to spend 2 life on Hallowed Fountain either. That didn't really help our situation, so gonna have to spend 2 life on Hallowed Fountain so I can hold the counterspell next turn. I'm just gonna draw a Censor to try to find a board wipe, or a Baffling End, or a Seal Away, or a Portable Hole. Any of those things would be good. This is not great. If they have 3 of these, that's terrible. Okay, 2 is still pretty bad, but not as bad as the clock. Yeah, this is okay, well that's decent, at least we can have both these without having to spend 2 life. But, okay. I'll buy this a little bit of time. No, cannot have that. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And now we pretty much just lose once we find a board wipe. We have basically 3 turns, I think, to find a board wipe. We could steal one of them, but that, yeah, that is an option. Okay, well there's that, so, yeah, this does board wipe them. Okay, so we portable hole 1, and then we steal 1, and block the other. Just do it on their turn, in case there's something else we want to try to hold up here. Yeah, makes things a little more complicated. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's pretty good too. I think we're in pretty good shape now. I think this is where we turn the corner. I mean, our deck is designed to beat these decks, but sometimes they just get way too big of a yeah, because we have to Teferi next turn. Let's just do it. Take that life gain. Still got a blocker for Dovin. Now we have to Teferi for something else. Okay. Take that damage. Ooh, Scare the critics. This is one of the reasons I love Seal Away, just because of this ability to deal with things. To protect Teferi on their turn. That's just awful. That's so awful. Be smart, you go to my face, yeah. Yeah, let's just get the one that can't be blocked. Take 3 damage. Wrath. And start creating tokens. Oh, mono red. Okay. Yeah. Gotten the chance to use Deluge in this video. Well, it's the most recent video.